Okay, so this video is the first video on cumulative frequency, and we're just looking to begin with at drawing a cumulative frequency graph. But first of all, as always, right, what actually is cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency is the running total of frequencies in a data set. So we can see here, right, we've got a data set, we've got some time in minutes, okay, for some varying values. So between 0 and 10 minutes, there are 20 people. Between 10 and 20 minutes, there are 24 people. 20 and 30, 30, so on and so forth. So frequency, remember, just means like how many. But with cumulative frequency, and when you plot a cumulative frequency graph, like we can see over here, cumulative frequency, right, we need to get a running total. That is what cumulative frequency is. So we've got to go and add on an extra column and call it cumulative frequency. Okay, and let's begin with this. So between 0 and 10, well, we've got 20 people. So there was 20 people between 0 and 10. That is fine. So we've got that there. And then between 10 and 20, right, you've got the 20 people between 0 and 10 plus the 24. So you've got to go and add it on. So 20 plus 24 gives us 44. So we've got that running total going on. Then between 20 and 30, right, you've got to go and keep your running total going. So you've got to do the 20 and 24, which is 44, add the 30, which is now 74. Between 30 and 40, you've got to go and add on that 12 to the 74, which is going to give you 86. And then 86 add the 8 is going to be 94. And then 6 add the 94 is going to give you 100. Right, so in total, right, your total frequency, if I go and add in a total part down here, your total, right, you've got 100 people, right, there's 100 people in total, okay, that might look a little bit confusing actually like that, I'm going to get rid of that, but we can see, right, we've got 100 people in total, which is why we've got the 100 going up here, which is useful for the later videos, just to understand that. Okay, and when you go and draw in a cumulative frequency graph, I'm going to look at one more example after this one, but you always plot your point, so you look at your interval and you plot the last number in the interval with the cumulative frequency part. So for example here we've got 10 being plotted with the cumulative frequency of 20, which is this first point here. We've then got this 20 being plotted with the 44, which is going to be 20, and then up here we've got that point there which is 44, so 20 and 44. We've then got 30 being plotted with 74, 30, 74, so on and so forth. So you can see the picture. You always plot, which is really important, you plot the end numbers with the cumulative frequency. So you plot these numbers here on your, in this case, time axis. Okay, and you should always get a distinct S shape, so this sort of S shape with a cumulative frequency graph. Okay, so we'll look at plotting one ourselves, and then we will go from there. And so one extra thing to note is, right, in this case, because your starting interval is 0, we connect up from that 10, which is here, back down to 0, because our starting value there is 0. Okay? Okay, let's get into our own one. Right, so part A says complete the cumulative frequency column in the table for part A. So it's just saying, let's go and fill in these values here. So, well, between 20 and 30, we've got the first 12 people that go in there. Cumulative frequency is a running total, so we've then got the first 12 plus the next 30, which is going to be 42. We've then got 42 add the 28, which is going to give us 70. You've then got 70 and 22, which is going to give you 92. And then plus that 8 at the end is going to be 100. So good, we can see we've got matching. We've got 100 down here, and we've got 100 up here. So in total, there are 100 teachers in context in this data set. Okay, and then importantly, right, I go and plot the end. Is that going to work, the highlighter? What's going on there? So it should be highlighting. What is happening there? Not quite sure. Highlighter. Okay, it is working. It's a bit strange. So I plot the... That's really strange. Right, I plot the endpoints. So... Oh, I don't know why it's not working. Right, I'm really sorry. My pen's getting a bit glitchy. Let's do it in pen. So I'm plotting, right, these endpoints with the cumulative frequencies. So 30 with 12 to begin with. So we're going 30 along, and then we go 12 up. So it's going to be 10, 12 is going to be approximately, we're going up by 2 every time, so 12 is going to be there. Apologies for any inaccuracies here. It's quite hard to do on the screen. Okay, let's try the highlighter again because it is a bit better with that. We then plot the, that's really strange, it doesn't want to highlight over there. Okay, we then plot the 40 with the 42. Okay, so let's go and do that. So 40, always the endpoint. So 40 with 42. So 42 is going to be 40. 42 is going to be there. Good. We then plot the 50 with the 70. Always the endpoint with the cumulative frequency. So 50 with the 70. So that should be a nice one to do, which is up there. Good. And then we've got 60, which is there with the 92. So 60 with 92 is going to be up on this point here. And then last but not least, we've got 70 with 100. Okay, so 70 with 100, nice and easy to plot. There we go. And note this time, right, the starting value is going from 20, so not 0. So we've got to go and connect up our point back down to this point here, which is 20. Okay, not 0. And then, hopefully, if I join this up with a smooth curve, right, we get a distinct S shape. So there we go, up here and through here. It's, look, I'm going to do that again. It's really hard on my pen pad because it's quite sensitive. But hopefully you'll see, right, I'll start from this way actually. So we go down and then we go, keep going. That's okay, it's not a bad start. And then we keep going. That's okay. And then keep going. Pretty good, pretty good. And there we go. Right, we've got our distinct S shape. So kind of it's got this kind of S shape for cumulative frequency. And there we go. I've done part A, I've completed the table, and part B, I've drawn the graph. Okay, that is it, drawing cumulative frequency. Hopefully that was useful. Thank you.